When Paul was a prisoner in Rome, he met a man named Onesimus. Onesimus was a servant. He had run away from his master, Philemon. Philemon was Paul's friend. Paul told Onesimus the good news about Jesus, and Onesimus believed in Jesus. Onesimus helped Paul, and Paul wanted Onesimus to stay with him. So Paul wrote a letter and told Onesimus to take the letter back to Philemon. Paul wrote, "Dear Philemon, I am writing to you because I love you. I want you to do the right thing. I am getting old, and I am in prison because I tell people about Jesus. I met Onesimus and told him about Jesus, and he believed. I want him to stay with me, but I want your permission first." Onesimus is a believer now. Maybe this is why he left for a little while, so that he could come back to you as a brother instead of a servant. He is our friend and brother in Christ. Please welcome him like you would welcome me. If he owes you anything, I will pay it. Philemon, I would be so happy if you agree to this. I know you will do what is right. Paul asked Philemon to get a room ready for him. Paul hoped to visit Philemon soon. Paul offered to pay Onesimus' debt to make peace between him and Philemon. In this way, Paul acted like Jesus, who makes peace between God and man. Jesus took the punishment we deserve for our sin. He paid our debt so that we can be forgiven and welcomed by God.
One day, Jesus got on a boat and sat down to tell all the listening people some parables. That's a fancy word for stories that would teach them about God. So Jesus told these parables. You see, the kingdom of heaven is like a yeast that if mixed into 50 pounds of flour, makes dough rise. And we get a lot of delicious bread. Then Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is a lot like a seed, a mustard seed, that a man with a very good idea decided to plant in his field. Now, the mustard seed be the smallest of seeds, but it grows taller than all of the garden plants. It becomes a big tree, and birds come and build nests in the branches. Now Jesus told another parable, that the kingdom of heaven be like a treasure buried in a field, unmarked, but a man found. That's some sweet treasure. Not wanting to be plundered and fearing for its safety, he reburied it quickly. So he found the farmer who owned the field, and with all of the trappings that he could muster, he attempted to negotiate. But the farmer wanted something far more precious. The man's favorite hat. At least he got the field. Oh, and the treasure. Now, the kingdom of heaven also be like a merchant in search of the finest of pearls. He searched high and low, and when he had found one priceless pearl, he went and he attempted some negotiations. He tried gold. He tried silver. He even tried to sell off his boat. Not a great idea. Then, he decided to sell everything because he had to have it. And so they came to an accord.